Oi, oi, folks. Right, I can hear me. Can you hear me? Sweet as lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, the delay is only a few seconds at the moment, which is good. I've actually managed to get all this set up, so I can now hear myself whilst watching, so I know what you're hearing and how much of a delay. What a fucking result! Anyway, it's nice to see you all, folks. I do apologise for for the last week. I really wanted to get this done. That I would not have had time to do anything if I'd have been doing the reports all every day last week. So please forgive me for the lack of for the last week. I'm going to show you what I've got set up here because I've actually got a dog cam. Watch this. Come here. Hello. Hello. Oh, you just ripped my earpiece out. Right, get in front of that camera. Hello. I've got a dog cam, especially for those of you who like the dogs. Um, no, I was literally just trying out different setups um, to get this all working properly, basically. And I've got a camcorder that's running down there for the dogs when they come in. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna play a video for you. It is the video. Now, bearing in mind, I'm not a vlogger, so I don't record everything. And I always forget to set the camera rolling when I'm doing stuff. So when I was doing this room, I kept forgetting to set the camera running. So I haven't bought everything, but I've got to put together a 3 and a bit minute long video for you just to give you an idea of from start to finish. And then I'll give you a little plan around of the studio so you can get an idea of what I've done. And obviously, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody because this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for all you guys, all the channel supporters. So thank you to everybody. Now I'm going to play this little video first of all, then I'm going to give you a little tour of the room. I've got to remember how to do this. That wasn't meant to restart, by the way. I think I've got it on loop, but there we go. So that's that is what I managed to record. And now I'm going to give you a little look round, because you can't really see what's happened since the end of that video. So I'm going to put it on dog cam and show you with that camera. Okay. Oh, I don't know why that's showing up. So, right, anyway, so over there, we've got a nice little cushy area to sit. Got a nice little light going on there. Little Ted, Big Ted, and my flag. I've got here, I've got my tea maker or coffee maker. Can't go wrong with a coffee maker in your office. And, oh, we've got the lights that Holly gave me, which is absolutely brilliant, and I'll be using them at some point soon. What else have we got? I've got some more tiles down there to use. And this is where I'm sitting at the moment. There's my camera. Got some lights there, nice lighting me up. I've got me 2 monitors over there. My laptop I'm using at the moment as well. And I've got a pucker little light in here as well, folks. This is awesome. Oh, this light here. Oh, it's all done by remote control. I can change the dim, like the light, you can see any, I think you can see the change of light in the background. We've got, what else does this do? I can change the warmth of the light as well. So we've got 3 different settings there of warmth. And it's all really handy because it makes the whole, let me put this down now. It makes the whole, oh God, it makes all of the lighting setup much, much better. And enables me to get the best light, so I can give you guys a much, much better looking quality video. And I'm hoping that the quality of this actual video as well is spot on and better than it was when it was in the other room. If you can let me know, I would appreciate that. If you can let me know in the comments whether or not the quality is better. Looking like an Oompa Loompa. Cheers, man. Volume is lower than normal. Let me have a look. That is up. The volume of that is up full on there. I'll look into that and see if I can sort that out if it's too much of a problem. But there we go. So that is the studio. That is it now. This is my little office, my studio, my hideaway. And again, this is all thanks to all of you guys. So I am eternally grateful to every single one of you who watches the content, who supports the channel in any way. You know, it's a massive thank you to all of you. And yes, a big shout out to the police watching this, because if it wasn't for you, I'd have no content. So yeah, so this is going to be a short video tonight anyway, just to get this going, just to see what's what, show you guys a little bit of what I've been doing, why I've been away for the last week. I've got to be honest, I'm not watching all of the comments at the moment, so forgive me. When I've finished saying my pieces, then we'll have a chat in the comments and I'll answer your questions. Excuse me. I'll talk about those in a minute. I've got a little something there, which I'll go through in a minute. Somebody pulled me bald just now. Well, it has all gone again. Big Ted is just there. There he is at the moment. So we've got Little Ted, Big Ted. What was I going to do then? I can't remember. Shouldn't really be smoking in here. I want this to be a nice room, but I need to give up. No smoking in the work. No smoking in the workplace. So now I know that all the volume and sound is working okay. I can take that earpiece out for now because I can't move very much with that in. Oh, so no, I've managed to get me microphone right in here as well, just in front of me. Oh, you can see that. Just off camera as well, that is, and right in front of my face, so I can literally sit here right in front of the microphone. The quality of the sound should be a lot better, and obviously the dimmer. There we go. And obviously the quality of the video is better, or as far as I can tell, it's better anyway. So so there we go. So now, folks, as it's been a week, and again, I apologise for not being around. But I'm glad all of you are still around. It's 930 people watching. It's nice to see you all. 2 thumbs downs. Sorry, constables. If you don't like my content, fuck off and watch something else. Did I get the picture of the t-shirt? I think I did, actually. I'm sure I did. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I did. Have I had a chance to use the video? I've not done any videos for this past week. I've literally been working on this, to be fair. So, right, let's take that off for a bit. Oh, there is so many wires in here. It is unbelievable. But yeah, there's still a few bits I need to do. I need to work out exactly how I'm going to set the desk up, for example. I want to get another monitor to go here as well, so I don't have to use the top one that's in front of me. If I can get a single monitor to go in front of me here, then that would be much easier for me without having to keep looking away from the camera. If I move the camera over to the middle of there, it's going to be too high because it's got to go above the monitors. Or if I put it in front of the monitors, I'm not going to be able to see anything properly. So so yeah, so there we go. Right, let's have a quick talk about yeah, expensive electricity bill. But it's on a key meter, so I've got to make sure it tops up before I turn everything on. When I switch everything on, everyone else's houses around here gets a little dim in the electricity for a few seconds. Right. Now, as you know, this whole face mask exempt thing that's going on now, there's a lot of information out there. Some of you, if not most of you, have probably been looking into most of that anyway. If you're not in the Discord chat, you can get to that. It's not in the description of this video, but if you look at any of my other recent videos, in the description there's a link to the Discord, so you can always jump in there. There's people posting information in there all the time, which is really handy. But quite simply, what this is, most places are giving you the option to download a face mask exempt card and print it off yourself. Now, most people haven't got the ability or the stuff in order to print off an actual card. So what I did is I had these made plastic. These are like credit cards, exactly the same stuff credit cards are printed on. So this you can keep in your wallet, and this is going to last you for, well, it should last hopefully as long as you need it, before the government actually start telling the truth again. But these here, I'm actually giving these ones away. This is the first batch that I've got. I've given one away. I've got one in my wallet. I've got 8 here to give away. And I'll explain what's on them first, just in case you're not sure. So on the front of it, let's get a nice close up of it. There we go. So the government provides exceptions for people with certain mental or physical health conditions to avoid wearing face masks. I have a hidden disability. I'm under no obligation to disclose my condition, which is completely true. Nobody is under any obligation to disclose what your medical condition is. Okay. In some cases, people who have a mental disability may find it difficult to explain anyway. Okay, so that's why you're not under any obligation to tell them what your condition is, and also it's private information between you and your doctor, so anybody else that asks you can swivel. There's a lot of stuff going about human rights, and some other bits and pieces as well. Well, I've found some information which is from the Universal Declaration on Bioethics and Human Rights. Okay, and this is what it says. Any preventative, which is what a mask is, it's a preventative medical intervention, diagnostic and therapeutic medical intervention, is only to be carried out with the prior, free and informed consent of the person concerned. The consent should, where appropriate, be expressed and may be withdrawn by the person concerned at any time and for any reason without disadvantage or prejudice. Very important that, okay? You can withdraw your consent without disadvantage and without prejudice. All right. Now, I am going to have some different ones made up in future. I wanted to get these ones made up to see what the information looked like. I can get this shrunk down a little bit and still be readable, but I also want to put on there a little bit more information as well, about the Equalities Act. Because if they tell you you're not allowed to go shopping because you've got a disability that prevents you from wearing a face mask, under the Equalities Act, they could be opening themselves up to a lawsuit. So I do want to put that on future cards. But these ones here, I've got 8 of these to give away. Okay, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to give these away yet, and who I'm going to pick to give them to, or how I'm going to pick them. But over the next couple of days, I will come up with a way of giving these to people. And again, these are to be given out. These are free, these ones. Okay, I've got 8 here to give away, absolutely free, to 8 lucky people if they want them. So that is that. Let's see what's going on. Discord giveaway. Yes, I could. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, actually, Trump, Discord can automatically pick, can't it? Can pick a winner. So that's a good idea because it saves me having to pick, and it will be, yeah, it will be, it will pick people without my intervention, which is much, much better. So yeah, so that's what we'll do then. Anybody who wants one of these face mask cards, if you hit that link that's been posted by President Trump for the Discord, you can then go and join the Discord. Over the next 48 hours, I will set that up, or I will get President Trump to set that up if he's kind enough to do so. And we will give 8 of these out to 8 lucky winners. Okay, I'll tell you what then. I'll give 4. We'll do it this way because there are some people that haven't got Discord. So I'll do 4 through Discord, and I will do 4 another way through the channel, through here. I think that's probably fairer that way then. So that is that. So now I've shown you around and shown you the cards that I've had done, which are to be given away to 8 lucky winners. Now we can talk. I can look at the comments now and we can have a discussion. Anything you want to talk about for a little while. Live Free has a good vid in Morrison's where he refused to wear a mask. I saw that one. That's the one where he went and sat down. And the 2 women came over, and then they went and got a bloke to come over as well. And the bloke, from what I can remember, was actually quite reasonable with him. Yeah, Ivan. Right. I was going to do that in a video, but I'll do that here. We've got 141 people watching. Do you mind if I say it's for you? Is it not very loud? Let me, for now then, I'll move the microphone up a little bit. We'll make it a bit closer. Okay, is that any better? I'm talking I'm not talking as loud as I normally would either, just because I'm kind of getting used to this room. Sweet. Okay, right. This is for everybody that's watching. One of the subscribers, Ivan, has been asking me to ask you guys if there is anybody that went to Lancaster University, I think. Let me just double check. Let me scroll up. I'm sure it is. Oh, I can't find it now. Yes, it was. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ivan. Yeah. So if there's anybody that went to Lancaster University, I mean, if you drop a message in the comments here, then Ivan Carter can see that and maybe be able to reach out to you and explain why. But in the 1960s, okay, so if there's anybody that went to Lancaster University in the 1960s, or if you know anybody that went to Lancaster University in the 1960s, then please drop a message in the comments and Ivan can reach out to you and you can have a chat. I did see the homemade hoodie with the Sharpie smiley face on it as well. Very good. Custody suite. Yeah, you see, this is my interview room. So when the police come round, I can interview them. So I brought the other day, and I know some of you are going to take the piss out of this, but do you know what? I don't really care. I brought some fishnet socks. I brought some fishnet socks to make a mask with. Okay. Literally to make a mask with. I'm not sure if I've got it here or if it's in the other room. Let me just have a. I think it's in the other room. Yeah, must be in the other room. Anyway, it's a pair of fishnet socks, like ankle socks, because I saw somebody make their own face mask, and I thought, you know what? There's not actually a lot. There's not actually much information about what the mask should be made of. So I thought, fuck it, get some fishnet socks and make a mask with that, and get some. I've got some. Uh, what are they called? Like hair bubbles. You know, the stuff you put your hair up in ponytails. Not something I know anything about, clearly. But yeah, two of them, one round each ear, and safety pinned to the fishnet bit, which just covers your face. But it didn't work very well. So ultimately, I didn't need to tell you any of that. But I'll see if I can get it to work properly. The net cost of them, yeah, very good. Someone needs to wear a condom over their head. You'd suffocate. I've been looking at it. I'll tell you what, if anybody knows where to get a Deadpool mask, I want a Deadpool mask really badly. Um, and I've not been able to find a decent one. They're all really crap. So pair of lacy black knickers. That's true, Juicy. That's very true. How do you buy masks if you haven't got a mask to enter the shop with? Although, thank God for eBay. Wait, back here. Back here. There we go. Hello. You gonna say hello? I can't get the camera in. I can't get this any lower. As low as it goes, Alice. I'll have to turn it over like that. Hello. Okay, move back a bit then. I knew some of you would like the dogs there. So I'm really looking forward to making this week's videos now. Oh, this is something you're going to like. Pinaki News made me a little something. If you're watching Pinaki, as I've already told you, it is awesome and I love it. So, Pinaki News made me this. Now that is quality, okay? Leather, quality leather, right? Now it's not actually a wallet. It's actually got inside my PAP cards for when I go out. It's absolutely quality. Um, and I am so pleased with that. And it means I can take it out without having to actually take out my wallet. So I don't have to take out any ID with me. I can just pop that in my pocket, job done. Well, I'm not sure what the price is for this. However, this is all handmade. If you've seen Panaki News' channel, or if you know who Panaki News is, on his channel, he's actually shown himself making some of these wallets, not these particular ones, not the PAP ones, but he actually shows himself making the wallets, and he actually went out of his way and spent some time to make this, which is absolutely cracking. So because they are handmade, it's going to cost more than if you went to a shop and bought a basic one. But I'm sure I can reach out to Paniki News and ask him for some prices, maybe, or even if you want to reach out to him yourself and speak to him. He's a lovely guy, and he will respond to everybody that he can. So if you've got a question, then about the cost of them, etc., then I'm pretty certain he will answer that for you. Alphan Sue from Southport. How you doing from Southport? Just up the road. Thank you very much. Very kind. Much appreciated. How's Southport at the moment? I was up there I was up there for one of the Black Lives Matter protests a few weeks back, or a month back maybe, but I've not been up there since. Pinaki News is one of the reasons I started this channel, to be fair. And I've told him that anyway. There. I've already told him that. But there's a few people who are the reasons why this channel got started. How you doing, Bongo Slide? Is it? Well, it's no better than down here then, Alpha Suit. How you doing, Dob UK? Nice one, Cop Watch. Do I speak with Crime Bodge? I have done in the past. I haven't spoken to him for a while, um, but I have spoken to him in the past. Yeah, well, Mr. Trump, I don't know. Some people seem to have things to say for some reason without actually thinking about what they're saying. Um, I am Alpha and Sue, yeah, just up by Crosby there. Deadpool face mask for £6 on eBay. I looked on there a few days ago. There was some crap ones on there. I want something that's that's not going to make me look like a 6-year-old. Like the kind of masks you buy a 6-year-old that don't fit properly and look terrible. Cameras. Oh, that's a point, actually, folks. Coming soon. Not entirely sure when it's going to be yet, but a very nice subscriber sent me a couple of weeks ago now some items through the post. Now, where shall we start? Let's start with this one. Now, what we have here, people, what this is a body cam. Okay, it's a body cam. It's got a swivelly head, so you can point it that way or point it that way. You would, of course, hook it on. You can wear it like that, or in a pocket or something like that. Nice and discreet, okay? But that's a body cam that was sent to me, which I will be giving away at some point soon. Not entirely sure when, but that one will be given away. But that one will be given away at some point in the not so distant future. However, I also have a Boblov 007. I mean, look at that. There it is. Boblov 007. I mean, how cool is that for a name? So this one, the box is a little bit crumpled, however, but this one looks like this. That there is magnets, so you can actually stick it. That's not working, but you can actually stick it on something metal. No, it doesn't stick on there. But that's a Boblov camera. Let's get a bit closer on that if we can focus in. Come on, focus. There we go. And it's even still got the protective film over the lens there. Okay. Obviously, it comes with the leads for charging and everything else, but that is another one that will be getting given away at some point in the near future. Thank you, Joshua. Much appreciated. From Netley in Hampshire. I hope Hampshire is well this evening. However, there was another body cam that was sent to me as well. Now, if you remember when I first ran the competitions for giving away the body cams, the first one we gave away was a Boblov WN8 or WN9. And the last one was also a WN8 or 9 Boblov. Well, guess what else got sent to me along with the two body cameras there? A Boblov WN8 or 9, whatever one it was. However, this one I'm keeping, I'm afraid. That one's for me. But these two will be getting given away at some point in the near future. So you need to stick around for that. In fact, I may even wait until we have... I'm not far from it now, but I'd like to get to 25,000 subscribers, at which point I might give them away. Or I'll give them away before then. But it would be nice to get to 25,000 and then have a double giveaway in one live stream. So that's that. I'll tell you what I will do. I will, with these two, post them anywhere. Okay, so even if it's abroad, even if it's overseas, these two, if you win it, no matter where you are, I will post it to you. So how am I going to do the teddy board? Well, like this. Oh, stay there. We can put that there like that. Come on, turn around. There we go. I need to tighten that up a little bit so it stays there. But there's the board. So I can still do everything. So we got what we got. We got Big Ted, Little Ted, and sponsor a message. I did think about that while I was setting the office up. So you owe who do you owe a fiver? And e-tails. Yeah, I need to I need to rewrite that on. What's that for, Ivan? Misconduct hearings for 8 Basingstoke police officers accused of making racist and homophobic remarks are delayed. Wonder why it's being delayed. Looking for another way to get out of it, no doubt. I think it's. Do you know what? I mean, I don't know if you've been watching Marty Blackbur's channel. Now, he had an incident a while back where he called somebody a fat bastard and he got taken to court for it. Okay, he got taken to court, he got fined, he got convicted of calling somebody a fat bastard. And yet, a PCSO says some homophobic stuff to Marty Blackborough. Something along the lines of, next you'll be telling me you've got a big dick, you homo. And yet they decide that they're not going to follow that through. I mean, what? How why, how, what? Oh, Holly, thanks. Just for that, I'll let you see the dogs again in a minute. See you later, King 77703. Take it easy. Thanks for joining us. Of course, it's double standards. Of course, it is. I mean, obviously, they can't have the public thinking the police are doing anything wrong now, can they? So anything that they can get swept under the carpet, they will do. The problem is they're trying to do that to somebody who knows lots of people on YouTube to get that word out. So if they're trying to hide something, that is the wrong way of doing it. No, I said thank you to Holly. I definitely said thank you to Holly, and I said I'll even let her see the dogs again in a minute for that support. I feel really closed in here because I've got so much going on. I still need to sort all this out. I'll do this over the week. I just wanted to make sure that I could get everything up and running properly. I've even got, let me see what we've got here. If I want to go to the toilet, I can even pop this up. And then I can come back again. It's brilliant. I love it. Getting used to working with all this stuff now. RE TED board, instead of a message, can I have a short poem? If it fits on the board, if it fits on the board, then yeah, all you need to do is email me, policeabusingpowers@gmail.com. Email me with the message you want to go on the board. I will then attempt to fit it on so that it's legible and readable. And if it does, then I'll let you know, and then we can sort it out from there. So record everything and then expose their lies. Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Was a young lady from Leeds. I think this is going to be a oh, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called now. Thank you, Andrew. Okay. I think we're back. Right. We're back. My apologies. I do have a signal booster on the way because I'm at the other end of the building now. So even I'm going to need like a 20-meter Ethernet cable. I'm good, thank you, Tinkerbell. Thank you for asking. I've got like everything running off of Wi-Fi at the moment, so that might be part of the issue. But I'm using OBS Studio, and it was OBS Studio that had a connection issue. But it seems to be working okay now. And it's strangely enough, it usually uses about 30% CPU, but it's only now, since I've been doing this tonight, it hasn't gone above 7%. Hi, Garth. Yeah, doing good, thank you. Hope you are. I feel better, to be honest, President Trump. I've not exactly had that much time to rest, but I've, excuse me, but I've been doing, I feel a lot better, even though, so it's all good. Yes, it is. I used paint pads rather than brushes or roller. I hate using rollers, but the pads, it was, it was a lot easier, and I quite enjoyed it. Whereas normally, roller and it splashes everywhere, brush and it looks uneven. So yeah, so I've got me got some pads, and yeah, it was good. Although my bedroom is now literally full of boxes because this room was being used as a kind of a storeroom, and I so many boxes, so many boxes, and they are all now. Some of them have been dismantled and flattened, but a lot of them have got other boxes inside, and I've got nowhere to put them at the moment, so they're all in the bedroom at the minute. That's what I've got. I've got some what they call adult colouring books. And when I first heard the term adult colouring books, I thought, aye, what am I going to be colouring in here then? But it's not what I thought it was. So it was a complete waste of money. It's just intricate patterns. It is AB, yes, it is, mate. My apologies, Ian. I will be back. I will be back tomorrow. Uh, Maybe a short-ish video. I've got so much to catch up on that I'm not going to be able to get it all into tomorrow's video. It's getting late now as well, and I don't have a lot of time in the mornings to put everything together. So I'm going to go through all of the reports that I can tomorrow, and I'll check them against reports that I've already put out and see if there's any updates to any of those. They're the most important ones. And as the week goes on, I will be catching up on all the rest of the reports as well, and bringing you the any updates to any of the reports from prior to the beginning of last week. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do like colouring in. To be fair, I mean, it is very calming. But I just assumed when I heard the term adult colouring books, I just thought I was going to be colouring something in I could pin up on the wall. Do you know what I mean? In less than an hour, you turn 60. Well, congratulations and happy birthday for tomorrow. Hi, Richard. How you doing? I've just realised actually what might because some of you are saying that the volume level on the microphone is a little bit low. And maybe I've just thought, just popped into my head, it may be something to do with the Nvidia RTX Voice app that I've got, which is an AI uh, system that runs your microphone through, and it automatically eliminates the background noise. I mean, you can't hear. Can anybody hear a whirring in the background? Nothing at all. Okay. Which is very weird because I've got a fan 2 feet away from me on the floor blowing. The telly is on in the other room as well, which I can hear. This, honest to God, somebody pointed this out to me, and I can't remember who it was, but this is Nvidia RTX Voice, and you install it on your computer, and it eliminates the background noise. In fact, I have used this on one of my PAP reports. The television was on while I was doing a PAP report, and you could not hear it. It is amazing. But I need to change the settings a little bit, I think, just to let a little bit more noise come in. Um, no, you won't, President Trump, you won't. Which is the reason that I got it. Somebody pointed it out a couple of weeks ago when we had loads of banging while I was trying to do a pack reports. And everyone was saying, "Oh, the bastards, tell them to shut up." And then somebody turned around and said, "Well, look, check this out." And I can't remember who it was now, but it is amazing. Let me try turning the gain up a little bit on my microphone. Give us just a second. How's that? Has that changed a bit? Renovating, it was more like demolition, that bloody noise. No, but is the sound level a little bit higher now? Like, honest to God, you won't hear the background. Let me try turning this off. Let me see if this works and tell me if you can hear anything. Okay, can I be heard? Oh, there we go. Can you hear the... Well, you can hear the fan. I can hear the television. Right. Now, with one click... and it's gone. I can actually turn the noise suppression down a little bit as well, so that may make there's too much. This is very difficult to test without making videos, so doing this live does make a difference because I can get immediate feedback. There's a little rustling in the background, I think. Right, how's that, folks? Sounds good to me. Are you still having trouble, Tom? Am I still quite low? Yes, Raf, it can. Yeah, it can be used on anything. The Nvidia RTX Voice, it's called. It literally it basically it takes any audio input and runs it through. So it can be used for any application that you use, and it's really, really good. It also has an output device as well, so I can install it and use it to play my speakers through, and it will also then double up on any noise suppression. So yeah, so it's really good. I'm quite pleased with all of that, and I'm quite pleased with how this is running as well. I mean, from what I can see, the picture quality is still pretty damn pretty damn good compared to normal. Um, well, I say compared to normal, it weren't that bad with the phone camera, but it kept um, trying to find me. It kept auto focusing, and that was a problem. No, it's just a program. It's not hardware. It's just a program. You are supposed to have an Nvidia RTX card. Now, I don't have an RTX card. However, there is a way, a little hack to get round it, and it works. So that's what I'm using. Um, Although it shouldn't be working, it does. You won't hear the dogs. Well, you might do. It doesn't cost anything, Raf. It's free. It's a free download from Nvidia. You literally install it. You've got to install it on a non RTX system. There's like two or three little things that you have to do, which is really easy. And then once it's done, you just set your audio input and your audio output and leave it, and that's it. Every time you start your computer, it will automatically load up in the background, and it works. So it is really good. Dream Demon, of course you can. Thank you, James. Can hear my hair growing. I do need to get some proper headphones actually. What's the matter, Alice? Do you want to say hello to everybody, dear? Oh, so we can't even talk to you without the other one coming in, can we? Where's the dog cam? There it is. Say hello to people. Hello. I would let you get up on the sofa and lay down, but you're not. Oh, so there we go. So that, what I'm going to do for anybody that's watching this now that didn't see from the beginning, when I ran that short video, I'm going to run that again in a second, just for anybody that's jumped on and hasn't seen that video I played at the beginning, just to give people a little idea of the transformation of this room. And I'm going to give it then about another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to wrap it up for this evening. Um, uh, because I still need to have some dinner. No, RJ, I'm not wearing them. I cut them up. They're no good now. Well. I bought loads of stuff for a slap up fry up this morning. I was going to have got um, bacon, egg, sausage, black pudding, beans, toast, hash browns, mushrooms, the lot. I was going to have a fat fry up. But unfortunately, because I'm a fat bastard and I've got sleep apnea, obstructive sleep apnea, I have to wear a mask when I sleep to stop me from, or to keep me breathing while I'm sleeping. However, during the night last night, it became loose and I didn't sleep very well. And I didn't wake up until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. I did buy toast. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to run this video very quickly. While that's playing, I'm just going to let the dogs out for a wee. And then I'm going to give it about 10 more minutes after that. And then I'm going to wrap this up for this evening. And then I can have myself something to eat. So let me load this up for anybody that wasn't about earlier, who didn't see the transformation of this room. Here it is. And we're back. Let's try and catch up with some of these little messages there. '70s porn soundtrack. That's not '70s porn. Although, do you know what? I suppose I could double this room up, you know. Take it easy, Brian. Thank you for jumping on and joining us. I'm going to be getting off myself in about 10 minutes. To be fair, when I had everything in the other room, it was in the lounge, and you know, you want to try and cut off. It's like when you go to bed, you're not supposed to have a television in your bedroom, because your bedroom is supposed to be completely separate sleeping place, and it's where you go to sleep, and so you're not supposed to have television in there and stuff. And it's the same with the working in the lounge. All of my work stuff was in there, like, you know, work stuff. All of my YouTube stuff was in there, um, and I was literally not able to get away from it. You know, it's not like I could shut the door and forget it was there until the next day. It was literally everything. Oh, itchy eyeball. It was literally just sitting there having, you know, and it's there in the peripherals of my vision all the time. And but now I can do my pack reports. Uh, I can walk out, I can close the door, and you know, all I need to do then is respond to everybody in the comments on the video when they go live. So I think that's going to help me a little bit as well. This is a short stream. This is shorter than all my others still. The PC I use is one that was brought um, many years ago. I used to build them, like 20 years ago. I used to build PCs, but now I open them up nowadays and I just think to myself, what goes where? Um, Although I've got a new PCIe card coming for this one, which is it's got 4 USB 3 ports on, because at the moment this one's only got 2 USB 3 ports. And as they're backward compatible, there's no point in having USB 2 ports on a computer anymore. You might as well just have all USB 3, because everything now is being made with USB 3. So you get a lot faster transmission of data. So I've got that coming. That should be with me tomorrow. I would like to get a new graphics card. I mean, I've got a GeForce 1070, I think it is, at the moment. And although it does do the job, it struggles when it comes to 4K video, which I don't do a lot of, by the way, but it would be nice to do some 4K, video. So I might at some point in the future get a new video card. Fluoxetine is horrid stuff. I'm actually on metazapine at the moment. That's one of the meds that I take. Fluoxetine I was on, but it actually made me worse. So they've put me on metazapine, but the metazapine is not for depression. The metazapine is supposed to be to help me sleep, which it doesn't. So I'm on quetiapine at the moment, which I think needs to be upped. But the quetiapine is for the EUPD that I've got, the metazapine, and also antihistamines as well. So I take metazapine and antihistamine to try and help me sleep. But that doesn't do. But it did, but now it doesn't. I think I've got too used to them, and they don't seem to work too well now. A Ryzen 7. Yeah, I've been looking at the Ryzens. Um, but I've always used Nvidia stuff myself. And I think when you get sort of stuck in a rut using the same things. Um, and I don't really like change, but I mean, it is something I have looked at, but it's not going to be something that I'm going to be able to do for a while anyway. So, but everything that I've got now is working great. And that's what tonight's stream was about: is to test everything, make sure everything looked okay. Looked okay. Looked What the freaking hell does that mean? Everything looked okay, sounded okay, which it does. And yeah, anything else now is or anything that I need now is just it's not something that I need. It's just something that I would like. So at the moment, I've got everything that I need. Sorry, yeah. See, you know what? It's getting late. Yeah, the Ryzen is the processor, of course. Intel and Ryzen. Excuse me. I think this is an Intel. I can't remember which one it is though. Uh, but as I say, it was a system that I brought, and it was as it was when I brought it. So I don't really know what's in it exactly, um, apart from the graphics card, which is huge, and it says it's got printed all over it. The graphics card, I don't need a new graphics card, Dean. It's just something that I'd like to get so that I could do a bit of 4K video. At the moment, I can do 1080, no problem. All of this is coming through absolutely fine. In fact, let me open this up onto large. It's a tiny bit blurry on that monitor. What does it look like on this one? Right, it's a tiny bit blurry, but I've not. It's all set up on automatic at the moment on the camera, so I've not done any actual bespoke settings, so to speak. But yeah, the one that I've got at the moment does the job fine for what I need it to do at the minute. As I say, it's just mainly just to allow me at some point in the future to give do a bit of 4K recording. That's the one. I can't do 4K all the time. As with all cameras, when you do 4K recording, if I was to do this in 4K, the camera would overheat and shut down. And most cameras will do if they're recording 4K for a prolonged period. But as I say, it would be nice to do some 4K recording. What? 17 tablets a day? Jesus. I thought I was bad. I remember a couple of years ago, I laid out the tablets that I needed to take, and I was taking 8 a day. Chris, you can, if you're recording 4K, it means that you can zoom in. You know how sometimes I'll do on my pack reports, for example, and I'll do that black and white part where it zooms in on my face. Well, if you're on a 1080, if you're recording in 1080, and then you do that zoom in, it will it dramatically reduces the quality. Whereas if you record in 4K and then you do that zoom in, the quality is amazing still. How you doing, Live Free? How are you, mate? Did you get an apology from Morrison's? Thank you. I want to say, do you know what I want to say? I've been looking. I've been looking for a Deadpool mask anyway, but I've also been looking at some of like a full balaclavas. Yeah, so a full balaclava with like a really messed up, scary face on it. I want to get one of them and nip into the local shop with one of them on and the body cam and see what reactions I get. Of course, Alan. Of course, we've got the choice, Alan. That's nobody can take that choice away, no matter what they try and tell you. RTX 2070. That's like double what I've got at the moment. In fact, mine's not even an RTX. Mine's the next one down. It's a 1070, 1070i. I think the one that I've got at the moment. But as I say, it does what I need it to do at the moment for the 1080. But it would be nice to be able to do those black and white parts in the pack reports without them looking really grainy and horrible. Any views on the filth in Hollywood? Well, there's far too much filth in Hollywood, isn't there? Live Free. But yeah, I'm waiting to see what comes of whatever her name is. If she doesn't die before she can give all the information, that is. The hair, it was stress, Maxwell, that's it. I keep thinking of her first name and trying to pronounce that, but I see how it's spelt, and that's not how you say it, so I always get confused. So, but I should start using her second name. Well, you know what, Robert? I mean, I've been doing it now for months, and I'm used to the way that it looks. I just I just for me, just for the, I've been doing this for a while now, and I just want to try and grow a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Um, to to be able to provide better viewing quality for you guys is, you know, is just is the next logical step really, compared, considering what I've done, and where I've come from, uh, and how the channel um, has moved on, shall we say? Yeah, professional. Well, that's it. I mean, there's a it's like a natural progression, isn't it? I think, whether that's the right term to use. Uh, as I say, if I was doing what, Live Free or Marty Blackborough or Audit in Britain or any of the other guys that are out there, on their cameras, on their mobile phones and all the rest of it. If I was out there doing that, it would be different. Um, but obviously, that's not the direction that I went in. This is the direction I went in with regards to the reports, etc., and to be able to increase the quality, and the professionalism, uh, so that you guys get a much better viewing experience. I'm still using an old editing suite, which, is, well, is about 3 years old now and should have been updated many times, but it hasn't, because it was given to me by someone with the code, a purchased one. It weren't a knockoff one. It's just that I don't talk to that person anymore, and I can't get the updates on it. So I have to use, what I've got. I don't really have the time to learn. Is a huge learning curve with when it comes to editing programs. So I'm doing what I can with what I've got. Um, and as I can't really change the editing program I'm using at the moment, I'm trying to, give a better viewing experience in other ways. All my live streams turned dirty. How's the live stream turned dirty? Not this time, it hasn't, has it? Well, Athelstan, I can see where you're coming from. I understand your comment. The the thing for me is that whether it's annoying or not, is it's a what's the word? Um, it's a weird subject to, because what some people find annoying may be annoying, but it's not breaking the law. And I know that nobody likes to be annoyed, but ultimately it's part and parcel of human life, isn't it? It's part and parcel of living a daily life. There's always going to be things that are going to be annoying. Some things are annoying, and people annoy you to the point of causing a public nuisance or causing breach of the peace or something like that, which are all covered under under legislations, aren't they? But other than that, and again, I understand some people can be annoying, but that's ultimately it is their right to be annoying. And I'm not knocking your opinion, because I appreciate, that's why I'm trying to discuss with you. And I do appreciate your opinion, and I do appreciate where you're coming from, because I wouldn't like to be annoyed either. But a lot of these people that are faced with someone who's annoying make it worse for themselves. If somebody was annoying me, I certainly wouldn't provoke them into annoying me anymore. Do you know what I mean? For example, if somebody was standing outside my place and they were filming the building, I would probably think, what are they doing? Do you know what I mean? If I didn't know, if I wasn't involved in all this stuff that I do, I'd probably go and ask them what they're doing. And if they turn around and said, "Well, I'm filming, it's got nothing to do with you why I'm doing it, and you can't do anything about it," I'd go, "Okay, knobhead, see you later," and I'd go back in and I'd forget about it. But there's a lot of people that don't do that, and they make it worse for themselves, if that makes sense. If people see somebody like AB or Marty Blagbra or any of the other auditors, and if they turned around and said, "Can I ask you why you're filming?" and they go, "Well, you can ask, but I'm not going to tell you," and then they went, "Okay, see you later," and left them, then nobody would get annoyed. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, I get that, Athelstan. I get that. Who is it? I can't remember who it was now. What's his name? Relative. I could look it up, but I'm not going to, because I've got to wrap this up in a minute. um, there's a relatively new auditor who was the first person to show one of my PAP cards. What was his name? Real North. That's it. Um, he actually says, "I'm auditing you." Do you know what I mean? Which is great, because there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it might not necessarily be the right term to use, but the simple fact is, he says to them straight away from the beginning, and they say, "What is it you're doing?" And he goes, "Well, I'm filming here to see what your reaction's going to be." Now, at which point, anybody with any semblance of, brains would turn around and go, "So he's looking for an interaction," and they'd walk away. But they don't, and that is where the content comes from. Do you know what I mean? And it's good. I'm not, no, snap phase. I'm not saying it's not legal, and I'm not saying it's not a reason. What I'm saying is to just to be honest with people, just say to people what it is. That's all I'm saying is that the real North turns around and says at the beginning, I'm auditing you. But what I'm saying is that may not necessarily be the right term. Okay. Um, because a lot of people aren't going to understand what that means. And remember that you want to say as least as possible to people. So to say I'm auditing, people are going to say, well, what does that mean? And as an auditor, you don't want to give too much information. You don't really want to talk to people, but that engages you then in a conversation. So what it's probably best to do is to turn around and say, I'm filming in public, perfectly legal, to see what people's reactions are, and that then would give people two paths to take, isn't it? They can either turn around and say to themselves, right, I want to get out of here then, because all he's looking for is an interaction, is a response, and then walk away. Or they make the choice to make themselves look stupid. Do you know what I mean? And that's where the content's coming from. Exactly, snap phase. Exactly. They take that second option and make themselves look stupid, and that's where the quality content comes from. And this is what I mean. If people turn around and said, see, we win either way, or well, I say we auditors win either way, because they're either going to get the response that they actually want, which is okay, you're doing something legal, I'm going to leave you to get on with it, which is what we want people to understand, or they're going to turn around and do say act in some stupid way, which is going to get caught on camera and is going to cause people to get views on their channel. So either way, auditors win. Hiya, Keith. How you doing? Martin Rawley. I'm presuming, and forgive me, it's just that when I start talking to about, or when I start responding to a comment, I, I tend to miss a few. So I'm presuming that you're talking to me with regards to why don't I use open source. Are you speaking about the editing software? We're doing good, thank you, Tony. Much appreciated for asking. Good, I'm glad you're okay, Keith. Live chat. No, top chat. It should be live chat. I set it as live chat in the main settings, but I've just noticed that it wasn't, and it was showing as top chat again. Migraines? No, I don't. I don't get migraines. Athelstan. I think I probably only had maybe two or three in my entire life that I can think of. Um, but it's not something that I suffer from. Hello, family law. Thank you. That one with the two the two women that were coming back from one of their birthday parties, wasn't it? Through the I can't remember what park it was now. I did speak about that in a PAT reports, and I think it's disgusting. I haven't updated myself on anything this past week, because I've been trying to get this done and whatnot. So I've got to spend some time catching up on all the on all of the reports that have been put out over the past 7 days. So I do have a lot of catching up to do, but I think they're absolutely disgusting. And it shouldn't, and I hope they get sacked, quite honestly. Yeah, Athelstan. If I don't take my medication, for example, my meds ran out on Friday. I did order some on Thursday, which I should have been able to pick up on Saturday, which would have been fine. But unfortunately, they didn't send it through to the chemist, so I've got to go tomorrow. But even now, even though it's only been 2 days, I feel the effects of not taking them. So I've got to get them tomorrow. If I don't get them tomorrow, then I'm gonna be a mess in the next 48 hours. So I do have to get my meds, but it's not, as I say, it's not a migraine thing. It's just it's a withdrawal from medication. Snap phase it is, mate. Yeah, mate. I don't even, I'm calling you mate. I don't even know if you're male or female. So my apologies, but it is the studio. Yeah, this is what I've been working on for the past week. Um, Athelstan, I have EUPD. Um, Bit of a chemical imbalance, shall we say? No, live free. I don't take that. To be honest, I've never even heard of that. Good night, Dean. Take it easy. Thank you very much for your support, and for jumping on and viewing. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Um, what happens to me, Lisa, is my mind starts to wander very easily. Um, I do get a headache, but it's like a tired headache. It's not like a. It is quite difficult to explain, but it's like right behind my eyes. If I haven't got meds for a few days, and as I say, I'm feeling it now because I've not had any meds for the past couple of days. Um, I should have got them yesterday, but I'm gonna have to get them tomorrow. But it's like an aching pain behind my eyes, and it can make it really easy for me to lose concentration, and just zone out sometimes, to the point where it can be difficult to talk as well. It's like my brain is detached from my speech system, um, and it just doesn't seem to work in synchronization. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, I'm 2 minutes late, Ian. My apologies. Happy birthday. Uniparental disomy. I don't know what that means, to be honest. Oh, do you mean what I said? EUPD? No, it's emotionally unstable personality disorder. Live free. Happy birthday to his woman. Live free. Is it your bird's birthday, mate? Somebody said, where is it? Somebody said happy birth. Somebody said live free. Happy birthday. Something to do with your missus, I think. So I was just asking. Oh, right. Oh, when was her birthday? Was it yesterday? Saturday? Sunday? Was it Sunday? Yesterday? Just. Oh, it's now. Oh, right. Okay. Well, happy birthday to your missus as well, then. How you doing, man in the moon? Hi, Tony. Thank you. Your bird's 10 years younger than you. Yeah, my ex was 10 years younger than me. The lighting needs to be up a little bit, Tony. Is that what you're saying? Does it need to be a bit lighter? Live free at my age. Anything like that is a benefit. Well, live free. Make sure you give her one from us as well. A present. I mean, a present. Don't start getting the wrong idea, folks. Chris, if that comment is to myself, then my name's Dan, or Pat. If you want to call me Pat, that's fine. But my actual name is Dan. Well, to be fair, Athelstan, most stuff that I do say has got a sexual connotation to it anyway. Very good, Chris. Take it easy, Joshua. Thanks for jumping on. Right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to have to wrap this up now. I was going to wrap this up, well, a while ago. How long have I been running this now for? Hour and 56. Yeah, I was going to wrap this up about half hour ago because I've not eaten yet, so I was going to make something to eat. I was going to have some toast and a coffee, decaf, and then get into bed. So yeah, so that's me wrapped up for this evening anyway, folks. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for your help in and thank you for giving me your feedback on the quality and the sound, etc. Also, again, thank you to everybody who has supported the channel, even if it's just by watching videos, because even though ad revenue is small, very small, it all helps. And for those of you who have supported the channel by way of things like the gifts, thank you as well. I am genuinely I can't even think of the word, appreciative. I can't think of another word at the moment, but yeah, I love all of you, and I really appreciate your support with what I do. Anyway, I'm gonna have to wrap it up because I really do need to get something to eat, and I need to be up at a reasonable time in the morning to try and get my video out on time tomorrow. So thanks again, folks. Good night to you all. Happy birthday, Ian. Happy birthday, Live Free's missus. Anybody else's birthday, happy birthday to you too. And I shall see you tomorrow in Pat Reports Puppies Before I Go. You want to see my puppies? Hang on. Right. Got to come say goodbye. Come on. Right. Where's your face? Hello. So you're a bit, yeah, you're a bit too close. You're a bit too close. I'll tell you what. Maybe fall over. Now you turn around. Oh, can you turn around? Fine. Oh. And there we have it. So from me to you, from them to you, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.